After what feels like an eternity of leaks upon rumours, we finally got hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which looks to put together what both the Note 20 Ultra and the S21 Ultra established from before as a new standard for Samsung's Ultra S-series flagship device. Hi, Ben from SamMobile. If you enjoy new and exclusive videos like this, then be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos on YouTube with SamMobile TV. Here's our super quick hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. The Galaxy S22 Ultra comes in 4 colors: Phantom Black, Phantom White, Burgundy, and Green. The standout color for me personally is the green color. Samsung are using top-tier materials for the construction of the S22 Ultra with the use of armor aluminium for the metal frame, which is a first for the S series, and also Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus for the front and back. What really sets the design and build of the S22 Ultra apart is that there is now a slot in the frame of the phone on the bottom left for the placement and storage of the S Pen. Yes, not just S Pen support, but a place to store it like found on the beloved Note series. The overall more boxy squared shape of the S22 Ultra makes the device feel every bit of what you would expect a Note series device to be, almost to the point where it feels like the S21 Ultra and the Note 20 Ultra came together to produce what we have here now, but with unique touches of its own. One of those unique touches is how the rear lenses are spaced out and overall slimmer compared to before. The look of it will take some time to fully grow on me, but one thing I will say is that the matte frosted finish somehow feels even more smoother, premium, and nicer to the touch than before, which could be down to the Victus Plus glass or more Samsung really refining the process of the matte finish. The S22 Ultra is using an all-new 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a QHD Plus resolution, an LTPO adaptive refresh rate panel that goes from as low as 1 Hz and can scale all the way up to 120 Hz. This newer LTPO panel is said to have a smoother and also a faster rate of adapting and changing refresh rates between the range it operates for an even more seamless experience. Considering the fact that these devices being used for the hands-on are not fully set up with apps, emails, and profile logins, the display in terms of smoothness and response feels very good. Peak maximum brightness has increased to 1750 nits and a 240 Hz touch sampling rate as well when gaming, backed with an even lower latency of 2.8 milliseconds response time for the S Pen import. As predicted, this is set to be the best display in an S-series device yet. In terms of the specs and the performance, the Galaxy S22 Ultra comes in 4 different configurations, which are all powered by the Exynos 2200 4nm system on a chip with 5G here in the UK and Europe. The base configuration comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, followed by 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, then 12GB of RAM with 512GB of storage, and then at the top with 12GB of RAM and a massive 1TB of internal storage. Compared to the S21 Ultra, there is no option of 16GB of RAM, but we highly doubt this would matter much as the lack of a micro SD card slot and, although expensive, having the higher internal storage option would generally be preferred. You also get Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2 support. Naturally speaking, for the specs, we should expect nothing but stellar performance using the S22 Ultra day to day, but we'll have a better judgment of this when actually using it properly beyond this restricted hands-on session. Things on the camera hardware will sound and also feel very familiar. The S22 Ultra is using a quad rear camera setup backed with a single lens selfie at the front. The main rear camera is 108 megapixels now with dual pixel autofocus at f1.8 aperture with OIS, followed by a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens with an f2.2 aperture using a 120-degree field of view, a 10 megapixel 3x optical zoom with an f2.4 aperture and OIS, and a 10 megapixel 10x optical zoom with an f4.9 aperture with OIS, and lastly, the 40 megapixel front-facing camera with an f2.2 aperture. More fine details on the camera performance once we have a full working retail model of the S22 Ultra in the studio all set up and working, but this time round, Samsung are really focusing on improved nighttime and low light capture ability of the S22 Ultra, all focused on their nightography branding. Nightography is also set to introduce a much more improved ability to capture videos in low light thanks to AI optimizations from the NPU and ISP of the new 4nm SoC inside the S22 Ultra. Hoping this is all not just marketing. How well this will fare is of course yet to be seen, but we're gonna be very optimistic and hopefully it will live up to the claims and expectations set before it. Out of the box, the S22 Ultra is running Android 12, but now with One UI 4.1. We did ask Samsung in regards to what new features, refinements, or improvements have made its way onto the S22 series with One UI 4.1, but we've yet to receive an answer, so we'll have to wait and see what our findings will be once we get the device in the studio all set up and working. But if there's anything to go by based on our initial impressions now and also our extended time with One UI 4 previously, then it looks like all the core features of One UI 4 are here alongside all the S Pen features we have come to know and appreciate, such as handwriting to text conversion and recognition, which is now more accurate and faster than before. In terms of the battery and charging experience, the S22 Ultra is packing a 5000 mAh battery with support for 45-watt super fast wired charging, 15-watt wireless charging, and also wireless power share. As expected, there will be no included charger, meaning you would have to purchase the new 45-watt fast charger separately to experience maximum charging speeds. It is very impressive to see how now there is an embedded S Pen in the frame of the phone that Samsung was still able to keep the same battery size at 5000 milliamps. Pricing of the S22 Ultra starts at £1,149, then £1,249, £1,349 and £1,499 respectively as you go up each configuration. These prices are definitely on the top end of flagship devices above the £1,000, $1,000 mark and threshold, but on the other hand, there has not been a price increase compared to the matching models of the previous S21 Ultra, which is somewhat of a good sign and a takeaway for the S22 Ultra. Be sure to stick around for more detailed coverage of the S22 Ultra and let us know what you think down in the comment section below. For the latest news in the world of Samsung Daily, be sure to visit us at SamMobile.com. For the latest videos on YouTube with SamMobile TV, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and we will see you next time.